How's it going, guys? Here it's back at it. Just posted a deck profile on my garp deck. I think he's a very slept on leader, great leader card. A lot of pressure in this deck. Just gonna explain it out to y'all a little bit. My brother-in-law, he modeled his deck off of one of the top placing purple Kaido decks in the world, and this deck is able to pretty much beat him majority of the time. So I'll get right into it and explain some things on how this deck runs and how the pressure is applied and all that and whatnot. So anyways, we'll get into it with the leader card first. Monkey D. Garp. When this leader or one of your characters is given a Dawn card, give up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 7 or less, -1 cost during this turn. So with this deck, this ability works so great. For instance, you got your Namis, your Brooks. I think there's another one in here, for instance. But anyways, they add the Luffy. I run one, but I need to get a couple more. They all add Rested Dawn to characters, so that triggers your leader's ability, which is able to drop other characters on your opponent's board, and allows you to pop them off your opponent's board a lot easier while benefiting from them as well. So anyways, I'm gonna get into it. I run one Shanks, the 9-drop with Rush, and when he attacks, you can't activate blocker with the cost of with a blocker that has 2k or less. Alright, and then we're running 3 Sakazukis. Decent card. I don't run the 10-drop Kuzan. I think it's pretty pointless card. Yeah, I know it drops all cards by 5, but I'm not gonna waste 10 Dawn. I usually end the game pretty quick, so with this deck. 2 of the Smokers from the starter deck. Great card. You have you drop one of your opponent's characters to a 0 cost, double attack. Boom. The Rush Luffy from the red starter deck. Once again, another great card. He's got Rush. The 2 Dawn, I never really use this ability, but he can't be... your opponent can't activate blocker. Actually, great ability. And then again, goes with Garp's ability too. So, you drop 2 Dawn on him, drop one of your opponent's characters, maybe a 2-cost blocker by 2, and then pop him off the field. Then Luffy becomes an 8k with Rush. So, and then we'll get into it with Garp. 2 of the Garps from the starter deck. Great card. You play him for 5. You can rest him, trash a card from your hand, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. So then again, comes with the leader. Lower one of your opponent's characters, and then just lower him to 4 and pop him with Garp. Borsellino, great card. Probably one of the staples in this deck, to be honest with you. He, the blocker, and on your opponent's turn, he gains 1k power, so he's a 6k blocker, and he can't be KO'd by effects. So great card overall, just fantastic. I run 3, a lot of people run 4. You have just as much access to a card when you run 3 of it, and that gives you more options to run more cards and more different cards in your deck. I've been playing card games forever in my life, and I mean, some cards I might run a playset of, but I very rarely run a playset of cards. Kuzan, the 4-drop, I run 2 of them. Decent card, not the best, but on play draw card, decent. He's a 4 cost for 5k, so he's not bad. But when he attacks, you can give one of your opponent's characters -4 cost. Decent ability. So if you got somebody that's over 7 costs, it's your turn, and you've had Kuzan on the field, swing first, drop maybe their 9 or 10 cost, or maybe even their 8 cost by 4, and then, Sakazuki him or something, synergy. The Rush Zoro from OP1, run 2 of him, decent card, 3k drop, 5k. 2 of the Zoros from the starter deck. At first I didn't run this card, but he actually is not that bad. Even though he doesn't have Rush, for a 3 cost, 5k, drop him on the field, 1 Dawn, he becomes a 7k hitter. and that one Dawn goes with Garp's ability. So I mean, you really can't argue that it's a decent ability. The rare Kobe, on play, and he's a 1K counter. Trash card from your hand, KO one of your opponent's characters, cost 3 or less. So see, I mean, this leader just makes it so easy to pop stuff. Nico Robin, when she attacks, I think it's Dawn. Yeah, you put one Dawn on her, goes with the leader's ability. So, put one Dawn on her, she becomes 5K. When she swings, you get to pop one of your opponent's characters with 3K or less. Great card. The Luffy, when he's played, you can add 2 Rested Dawn to him. And, you add 2 Rested Dawn to him, and he can't be KO'd in battle by strike attribute characters, which is pretty decent. Activate main once per turn. Give this character up to 2 Rested Dawn. So you throw 2 Rested Dawn on him with his ability, which is great. You just play, say you just played a 2 cost, character. You get to throw those on Luffy for free every turn, and then he gains that ability. So when he's tapped, the strike ability character can't KO him. Great card. Also, again, goes with Garp's ability. So that's just draining characters' costs. The Brook from the starter deck. Another good card. On play, add 2 Dawn to one of your characters. So, another great card to go with the Garp leader. Nami, of course, I run 3. I was running 4. I subbed one out for Otama. I might go back to what I was running, but I'm just going to play a little more and see how it runs. Nami, once per turn, add a Rested Dawn. Again, go with Garp. Add a Rested Dawn to one of your characters. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much know from there. This is what I subbed one of the Namis, and I took one of the Kobes and one of the Namis out for these 2 Otamas. The reason I got these 2 Otamas, and at first I wasn't running them, but she can take an 8K character out with Gum Gum Jet Pistol. You drop her for a 1 cost, you got 5 Dawn on the field, tap 1, drop her, give one of my opponent's characters, say that has 8K minus 2, now he's a 6K. And then Jet Pistol and boom, so an 8K character off the board for 5 Dawn. Pretty decent combo. I haven't been able to use it that way yet. I've been using her as the 2K counter, but that's also a great benefit of her. She was also a 2K counter. One Kobe, which he's probably going to get subbed out for probably another Meteor Volcano, but he's a 1K counter on play, trash card from your hand, KO one of your opponent's characters, costs 0. So pretty decent. Tsuru, I think she's on play, give a character, one of your opponent's characters, minus 2 cost. Sometimes, maybe, comes in handy, but I mainly use her for the 2K counter, because the 2K counter comes in handy more. The 1 cost Brook, the 1 cost Chopper from the starter deck. I run 2 of them. He's a 1 cost blocker, just something to get out there easy, and a quick block. And then 3 Makinos. Makino comes in handy a lot because I'll play that Nami on the field to get the Dawn, and with her and the Makino, I can make Nami a 5K hitter, and that's just additional pressure right there by tapping her, give Nami 3K, that makes her a 4K, slap 1 Dawn on her with her ability, she's a 5K hitter pressure. Of course, the 2 Gum Gum Jet Pistols. Sure, y'all know what that does already. Main, KO one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 6K power or less. And then, as the counter, I ran Gum Gum, Fire Fist, Pistol, Red Hawk. Pretty decent card overall. It's not that bad. Says it itself, you see the ability. Shockwave, 2 of those. Great card. Fantastic card. 1 Meteor Volcano, like I said, might change up to 2 after I replace that Kobe. Ice Age. This is another card that comes in handy. Drop any of your opponent's characters. This is my 10 cost Kuzan. If I really need to get rid of a higher cost than 7, because Garp won't touch anything higher than 7, I'll play an Ice Age first, and then add Dawn to my characters to wherever I need to get that high drop character just to pop it off the field. And then that's where this comes in handy, Navy HQ as well. So, but with this already on the field, or say you don't have it on the field, for 2 Dawn, you can drop any character by 7 cost. He becomes a 3. So, you know, I'm not stressing. Run that 10 drop Kuzan, it's too much trouble. It's more trouble than it's worth when I can put on more pressure with this. But this is overall my deck profile, guys. And like I said, it runs. But till next time, guys, if you would leave a like and subscribe, you know, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps my channel grow, and I'll post more of these, more box openings, and I'll start doing giveaways when my channel grows a little more, you know. So, but thanks. Until later on, guys, you know, see you till then.